What's up, everybody? We are live. We are live. We are live. And I hope I didn't freeze up. But anyway, I'm so glad you guys are here with us. We are back with our I Love the 90s. So, everybody, we are doing the 90s today. We always flip each week, 80s one week, 90s this week. So, this week, we're on 1994. Ali, there you go. You went
What's up?
At the keyboard.
Well, you know why? Because, I told you I was running a little late. Last week, we gave Corey all types of grace. This week, 9:01, it's like, fuck it, let's just start. I come back to the joint, the countdown's on. But I see how it is. Fuck y'all. Like, literally, like, God damn, that's what we doing? That's how we carried it? Going forward, now I know.
That wasn't the issue. It was just the keyboard.
All good. We good. We live, baby.
But one thing I would like to say is happy birthday to Angel. She turned a magnificent 52 years old yesterday. So happy birthday, Angel, and shout out. And you know what? Let's give a Chicago cuz, man. You right on time, man. Happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers out there that are watching us now live and the ones that'll watch us later. So, greatly appreciate that. Phoenix, man. So are you excited about 1994?
Look at the shirt.
Yes,
man.
or no?
We already about to get into it. One of my favorite movies of all time. 1994. You know what I'm saying? Was a great year. Definitely interested. Like you said, we was talking offline in our chat, and you was like 94 was kind of a yeah. Then I started going down the rabbit hole of movies and shows. This is presently surprising, So let's get it.
Yeah. I would say so myself, man. I mean, it wasn't nowhere near as jam-packed as 84, but still 94 was still a good year, man. So look, let's just go ahead and get started, man. So we're going to always do what we always do, man. We're going to start off with the top movies of 1994, and this was the top movie of 1994, top grossing movie of the year. Look, The Lion King, starring James Earl Jones, Matthew Broderick. Whoopi Goldberg is one of the hyenas, and many more. I mean, too many people to even name in this movie. But look, everybody knows what The Lion King is about, and it's basically about Mufasa has a newborn son named Simba, and he's the new heir to the throne. And Mufasa's brother, Scar, is not real happy about that. He's not real happy about that, so he's scheming to make sure he can figure out exactly what to do in order to take that back. So. I really enjoyed The Lion King. This is one of the first movies I actually saw on opening night at the movie theater, and I'm so glad I did, man. Love The Lion King. What about you, Phoenix?
Yeah, The Lion King was, it was a good movie, and I was almost a legal adult when that shit came out. You know what I'm saying? But I just learned the guy that sung in The Lion King, that sung one of the things to The Lion King, is the dude from Toto. The lead singer from Toto.
Really?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. I saved it. I wanted to bring it
because we know Elton John did. He wrote the song and "Circle of Life," and somebody else sung it, but we know Jason Weaver sung the voice of Simba, which is a great song. I Can't Wait to Be King. That's a good one. Yeah, this was a good movie, man.
And I didn't even know the lead singer from Toto. His dad is John Williams, the composer that wrote all the big scores,
all the Star Wars and all the big scores of Superman and Star Wars. Get out of here,
yo!
I didn't know that either, yo.
Yeah, it's a whole rabbit hole with that. But no, Lion King was probably one of the. It fit the Disney narrative where it's a happy movie, musical, has some depth in it, like Bambi had depth in it.
Yeah. I gotta get that thing off my face. So matter of fact, let me switch that up right there.
I love it. I think it was a great movie, yo.
Yeah. I loved it too, man. Definitely some great movies here. You see Scar with Mufasa. Clearly, this is the moment everybody was like, oh shit, they really killed off the main character. So, this was good though, man. This is really good. I really enjoyed it. But another great film of 1994 that I cannot deny, man. I cannot deny it. Let me get this bad boy up because it's a trip. But one of my favorite movies. Here you guys go, man. Forrest Gump. This shit was so good. I don't even know where to begin. So look, John Hanks, Tom Hanks, Tom Hanks is starring as Forrest Gump, and it basically chronicles the life of Forrest Gump. And I don't know about you, but the wonder of this movie to me is that he never saw himself as disadvantaged ever. I
Mhm.
mean, when people would call him stupid, he would say stupid is as stupid does. And this guy he excelled at everything he did. Basically everything he did. I mean, from running in college to a football star. I mean, next thing you know, the guy is getting the star in Vietnam War. He's like a gold, he's a hero. He's the shrimp boat captain. He was a gold medalist with table tennis. There was nothing he couldn't do, and he put his mind to it. So I really love this film because he conquered all odds, regardless of what people expected of him. And when I watch this movie, I don't see Tom Hanks. I see Forrest Gump. Man, what are your thoughts about this movie, Phoenix?
Um, I think, I mean, Tom Hanks was already a star in Hollywood. You know what I mean? But I think this was a mega star movie for him.
Yeah.
Because the way he brought Forrest Gump to life, the script, everything was remarkable. Because I like how they put him in different period pieces throughout
Yes.
history, and he was just so oblivious to everything. He fell in love. You know what I'm saying? With Jenny, got a kid.
Jenny.
You know what I'm saying? Mama got her cheeks clapped on behalf of Forrest. If you remember that, yo.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, man, for the good of the cause,
Yeah, yo. And he didn't even know what was going on. And we knew it. That's a funny thing, yo. Like, she was like, well, I need him to stay in school and all that stuff. I'm like, well, we could work out an arrangement. All you hear is,
yeah.
yeah.
I forgot what his last name was, but I think he said, "Is there a Mr. Gump?" And then she was like, she was like, "No."
So it was a great movie, man. It's probably one of the greatest movies ever made. In my opinion.
I think so too. It's rewatchable even today. I really love it. What about you, Ali, man? What are your thoughts about Forrest Gump?
I mean, Forrest Gump is fire, yo. It's a great movie. I mean, y'all pretty much touched on everything. So, I mean, yeah, it's a great movie, man. Like, it's one of my favorite movies. And Tom Hanks is the man. I mean, I think we had this conversation before. I think Tom Hanks is one of the best actors out there.
Yeah.
Definitely GOAT status.
Yeah.
No doubt, yo.
I feel you on that. Another great movie. So, like I said, I thought 1994 didn't really have a whole lot. But another great movie, which I think we can all attest, True Lies was one of the top grossing movies of 1994. I mean, come on, man. This stars Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jamie Lee Curtis. The premise of this movie is Arnold is a spy and he's neglecting his wife in the movie. She's called Helen. And Helen is kind of contemplating this affair with Simon, who is Bill Paxton, who says he's a secret spy, and she gets all intrigued with this whole thing. And then he finds out about it. And of course, he sets his wife up on this little pseudo mission that's kind of like a fake mission. I love this because in doing that, she winds up getting entangled into this whole spy espionage mission, and then winds up finding out that her husband is a spy. But I'm telling y'all, this is one of the best scenes ever. And I know that this scene right here, hands down, gotta give it up for Jamie Lee Curtis at this scene. She's giving it all she's got, but she's doing it in such a way where she's sexy, but she's playing funny too, because she's playing coy and that she doesn't quite but she knows she's got to do it. I love this scene. One of my favorite scenes ever. Shout out to Jamie Lee Curtis. But Phoenix, what are your thoughts about this movie?
I mean, I told you before, yo. I like growing up, I had a crush on Jamie Lee Curtis from Trading Places, and this really solidified my crush status on her. True Lies is one of Arnold Schwarzenegger's best movies. I've watched it recently in recent years, and it still holds up. I mean, it's campy, but it's funny. I think Tom Arnold and Arnold Schwarzenegger comic duo was good.
Great.
The storyline, I love the storyline. I wish they would have had a True Lies too. I wish we could have seen how they worked in action. I think that's a drop ball right there.
Me too. I didn't even know that, but Jamie Lee Curtis, correct me, please, y'all guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but it says here that she won a Golden Globe for Best Actress in this movie. So I mean, I would have loved her to do a True Lies too.
Bored housewife to dancing on bedposts, yo.
I know, right? Ollie, man, what are your thoughts about True Lies?
True Lies was alright. I mean, I don't. I think you guys liked it a lot more than me. I mean, it was cool because it had guns and people blowing up and that type of stuff.
Mhm.
I mean, what's Roseanne's wife? What's his
Tom
Tom
Arnold.
Arnold. Tom Arnold.
husband? Tom Arnold was funny in it.
Mm. Yeah, he
Uh,
was.
that's alright. You know what I mean? This is not one of my, like I said, I ain't lie. It's like not one of
Really,
my
not one of your
favorites.
favorites. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Look, not everything's going to be everybody's cup of tea. I'm kind of shocked though. This is not one of your favorites though, because you like action, and it's got good action. Is it because it's got too much? It's too campy. Is that what it is? It's too much comedy in it.
I mean, no, I mean the comedy is alright. I mean, I just think, I mean, the story was cool. Just
Mhm.
from what I can remember, like the action scenes weren't that great to me.
Okay. Well,
Like when it was like in the warehouse or some shit. I'm trying
yeah,
to remember some of
yeah.
the other ones. Like it was alright. I mean, it's alright. Sometimes the movies could be good. It's just alright.
All right.
We see
Well,
enough of
look,
Jamie Lee. We done watched like
I know you're an action
8
guy.
hours.
I know
Jamie
you're
Lee
an action
Curtis.
guy. No, man, put Jamie Lee back up. No, I'm just kidding. I know you're an action guy though. So
That's it.
this was definitely a movie that I really enjoyed. Definitely a movie that I really enjoyed. This right here, Speed. This kind of kicked off the career of Sandra Bullock. We already knew Keanu Reeves from Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure, but this kind of put Keanu Reeves in a different level as far as more like an action hero type guy. So I really love Speed. Those two together was absolutely great. Sandra Bullock got a lot of praise in this because she was a great actress, and this put her definitely on the map. Keanu Reeves solidified himself as an action star because transitioning from doing 2 movies as Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure to this is pretty big. And who would have ever thought that something as simple as a cop being trapped on a bus that can't go below 50 miles an hour would crush at the box office? But it's a good movie. The only thing about this movie, though, that's kind of like, really, is when the bus jumps across the interstate from one part of the road to the other when he's like floored. Okay, that was a little stretch. But other than that, I thought the movie was great. But what about you, Phenom?
It was all right, yo. It wasn't one of my favorite movies, yo.
What? Oh, damn.
It was. I mean, it was decent. Like I gotta go with Ollie's 10 on this one. It was an all right movie. The part I didn't like about it, what I didn't think was believable, it wasn't the speed. It was like they was able to keep 50 miles per hour in LA traffic. That shit ain't real, yo. That's not realistic at all.
That's
yo.
true.
Bump out that motherfucker, yo. But no, I mean, I think they had good chemistry on it. I never saw Speed 2. Was Keanu Reeves in Speed 2? Or was somebody else?
No. Sandra Bullock was in Speed 2, but she was engaged to her fiance, and the boat that they were on a cruise boat for their honeymoon, and the boat wound up getting hijacked.
It was dumb as shit.
Yeah,
it's okay. That shit was fucking horrible. I mean, Speed fire though. I like Speed. Yo. Speed was great. You got my man Dennis Hopper, crazy man.
Yeah, I like Dennis Hopper. He was a good villain.
And I mean, the bus. I mean, I don't know, Corey. I disagree with you. Like, I guess the premise is simple, but it was something who like never done before as far as like this type of thing. So, I mean, I enjoyed it, man. Like you said, the bus jumping was a little crazy, but beyond that, I mean, I guess the LA traffic is probably not really, but I mean, they were hitting some cars along the way. They hit a few. So
yeah, they hit a few. Yeah, so let's looking at the chat here. There's some people are putting out some other movies that came out in 1994, which one of them I am aware of, but I didn't put on this list. Of course, Pulp Fiction. Thank you, Luciano Estrada.
How could you Pulp Fiction? You glossed it over like Pulp Fiction was like one of the biggest movies.
Well, that's why I'm bringing it up now so we can talk about it. So let's go ahead and talk about Pulp Fiction. Huge movie in 1994. I mean, it's got everybody in it. It's one of the best. We call it one of the best gangster movies, Pulp Fiction, but it's still one of the best movies, period. But
yeah,
I loved it. I thought it was great.
I mean, Pulp Fiction is definitely one of the. I mean, that's I have to see the list. That's probably the best movie of the year
of 94.
All the shit we just named, except for
it's not the top,
but
grossing.
No, I ain't talking about top gross. I said it's the top movie. I think it's the best movie. That's what I said. It's the best movie of the year. So
I agree.
That shit is good. That shit's fire. I mean, Samuel L., John Travolta, Bruce Willis. I mean, the cast is crazy. Winona Ryder, like this guy had a whole bunch of motherfuckers. Who was the cleaner? I can't think of his name.
The cleaner.
Yeah, the guy that came and
In-
cleaned up in Pulp Fiction. Remember
Oh,
every time Samuel Jackson
Wolf.
and they made a
Was it
mess.
was it like the Wolf or whatever his name was? I can't think his name.
remember. I can't remember.
But I mean, the cast was star-studded, and the story was crazy, and how they did it. Like, I mean, it was basically like 3 different stories all tied in one. So
yeah.
way Quentin Tarantino did it. I mean, he's definitely one of the top filmmakers of all time.
Yeah.
Even if you don't like his style is his style. Like a Quentin Tarantino movie, I fucks with him, yo.
That you do.
Yeah, Pulp Fiction definitely. I mean, it's like a top 20, top 50. I'll say that all time, probably for me.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it checks off all the boxes. I mean, like, it's just a great movie. I think that was one of his first movies, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, Reservoir Dogs. Didn't he direct Reservoir Dogs? But that's somebody.
Yeah, that was first. That was first,
and then Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the order, but it was early on. It was definitely when he first got a budget.
Because he also did Dusk Till Dawn. I just don't know when that came out. The one with George Clooney, and it like that movie took a switch once they got to Mexico, and it just. But it was a great movie, though. It was a great movie. But I love
that came out in '96.
96. Okay, so that's after this. But yeah, he definitely got his style. And shout out to Quentin Tarantino. Go ahead, Phoenix. You were still talking about
no, because I'm done with Pulp Fiction, because we talked about it before, and it was fun. I'm not gonna let you down because we was talking about the Ving Rhames scene, and you said something to the fact that was a great scene, and me and Ollie looked at each other like, really?
Yeah.
But I got a movie for y'all. I just watched it like 2 weeks ago, and it came. I caught it at the beginning. Y'all remember the movie The Professional with Natalie Portman? That came out in '94. Yeah, he was the hitman.
Yeah, the hitman. He always been like all the spy type movies.
Yeah, and who was the villain? Gary Oldman was the crazy cop in that joint.
Yeah,
and that was an old teenage Natalie Portman in it. The French guy was the assassin. For the Italian.
Yes. Early on, that was a good movie. That was a good movie. I thought that was really good. Yeah, I thought that was really good. Yeah, young Natalie Portman in that.
I said above the rim, above the rim, player.
Above the rim, that came out.
One of the greatest soundtracks ever. I'm just saying, like Tupac, Dwayne Martin,
great soundtrack. SWV.
Wood Harris he got the famous meme with the gun, like what I mean, coming out. Like he had it all, man. He had my boy Leon. Yeah. His best friend, I forgot his name. Whatever, smacked the glass, jumped off the roof, dumbass. Everybody, Bernie Mac, Marlon Wayans, like what you talking? Above the Rim was fire. I mean, the basketball scenes were funny, and I mean Tupac this thing and that shit. Birdie, like he was wilding out, So I really liked that joint.
I like
the soundtrack. Soundtrack is crazy.
I think the soundtrack is incredible, though. I mean, there's a lot of songs on that soundtrack, man. I mean, of course, my favorite is SWV, but Angel says Interview with the Vampire. You guys remember that?
Tom Cruise.
The thing about Interview with the Vampire is I didn't see it when it first came out. I didn't see it in 1994. I wound up seeing it later, like in 2000, and I was like, oh shit, I missed the banger here. This is really good. This is a really good movie. I was actually surprised at how good it was, but kind of creepy too. But still a really good movie.
No, it was good. Had him and Brad Pitt in it.
Yeah, and God, I forget who the young girl was. No, I was thinking Dakota Fanning. It wasn't Dakota Fanning. Never mind, wrong person.
And shout out to with Reebok Pumps in the bottom room, there might have been, But I only brought this up because I had a pair of Reebok Pumps. Me and my cousin Jay, we cut grass the whole summer.
In Reebok Pumps?
I cut grass the whole summer to buy some Reebok Pumps. And at the end of the summer, we went to the mall. We both bought some Reebok Pumps. My joints was green, white, and black. Those joints. And I bought like a matching Oakland A's t-shirt and shorts. Mm-hmm. Like the joints where they had kind of like the cartoon-like characters on them. You remember
yes, I remember.
Like the T. But they were like cartoon, but like the joint. I had the Oakland A's joint. I thought I was on fire. Shout out to the Reebok Pumps,
and shout out to the Reebok Pump because it was real strong for what, like 2 years. That's about
Yeah,
it. It was
you got the
real
D
strong
Brown
2
joint
years.
and all that. D Brown, first
Yeah.
person to dab. Chicago
Yeah.
Club says Leon was a hell of a basketball player. That's true, yo. If you can ball in
Yeah.
like corduroy pants, yo, you are motherfucking fucking Shaq, Larry Bird, LeBron James, and Kyrie all wrapped up in one, yo. Ball in some corduroys. See what that's like.
For real, yo.
Yeah.
He did ball
That's
some
hilarious,
corduroys. Oh man. So we're going to go to another one. Something that's a lot more. We've been doing a kind of like action and all this kind of stuff, but let's go to one here. This is, let me pull this up here. So bear with me, guys. Here we go. Now this is, here we go. Ace Ventura. That was a big hit in 1994. And don't quote me, guys, but I think Ace Ventura was in the top 10 of movies gross in 1994. I mean, this is Jim Carrey's on fire here. I mean, this is, I think, one of his first films after In Living Color, and this shit was so good, yo. I mean, who didn't love this movie from beginning to end, yo? It really was, man. And this is one of my favorite scenes in this movie where he goes through the psych ward. He's like, I'm ready to go in, coach. Just give me a chance. And he does the slow-mo.
Yeah. You know, I got to rep it today, yo. You know what I'm saying? That's like one of my favorite movies, man. I watched that. I'll probably watch this movie like 50 times in my life, yo. Like from high school to adulthood. It was just, so I got a story. I was listening to David Allen Greer talk about it. Shout out to David Allen Greer. He was his castmate on Living Color. So he was talking about how Jim Carrey, like, yo, I'm about to do this movie called Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. And David Allen Greer was like, oh, okay. So he went to the premiere with him. Chris Rock was there. And then him and Chris Rock was like, yo, this is about to tank. This is about to be the dumbest. Wow. This is career suicide. And it wasn't. It was one of those. I think this movie allowed Jim Carrey to be Jim Carrey.
Yes.
It couldn't have been any other way.
Yeah. You could really tell that they almost gave him freedom to just do whatever he wanted to do in scenes.
A lot of scenes were improv.
Yes, a lot of his scenes were improv, and they would just go back to the cutting room floor and just take the best bit of all that, because you could tell this scene right here where he's doing the whole slow-mo, that to me, that was improv. That was improv. That just, there's no way you can get that on a one take, for real. You can't practice that. That's just an in the moment thing. Ali, man, what you want to say?
Oh no, I was just like, yeah, he definitely improv that. Between that, didn't he do some shit with like he wanted to reverse on that shit too? Like,
he was like, let's see that. It is the replay.
Yeah, we did that, yo.
The shit is when he go back down and he talk backwards, like,
I mean, Ace Ventura is definitely a classic movie, classic franchise. You know what I mean? It's got some of the Laces Out, yo. I remember that's all motherfuckers was talking about, like, after this movie, Laces Out. Yeah, Ray Finkel fucked up everything, you know what I mean? Killing dolphins and shit.
This movie was so funny from the beginning. When he was dressed up like the UPS driver, and he was playing soccer with the box down the street, yo.
Yeah, he was kicking that. She was fucking that box up. He looked like some of these motherfuckers on y'all Ring cameras right now. Like, I'm gonna count that box. Tossing that bitch.
He was, yo. That shit was all. The shit was rattling in it. I mean, he didn't care. Yeah, that shit was funny. Classic, man. Classic. And everybody laughed at him and joked at him through the movie. And he was on it, yo. He was on it. He was, even his strategy, even though it was kind of wild, it was funny for the moment in the movie where he wanted to get hit by every player with the ring so he could count the
dents on his forehead.
The dents on his forehead to see who.
But yo, we got to give some love to Jim Carrey because he also had The Mask came out the same year.
The Mask. Yeah, this is a banner year for him, man.
And The Mask was a good movie too, yo.
The Mask was a good movie. I like The Mask, but I like this better. And to me, The Mask was good until it kind of fell off for me in the third act a little bit. It just me personally. I like the build up. I love the second act, and then it kind of, just for me personally, it kind of fell off a little bit in the third act. But I still think it was a good movie, though.
Yeah, The Mask was good. It had funny parts. It wasn't like one of my favorite movies. It comes on. I watched a little bit. it depends on what part's on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it has funny moments. I think that's what it is.
And that was good for Jim Carrey too. Like, he's definitely a very physical actor, and like shit he do with his face and all that. So like the mask worked perfectly for him.
Yeah, I would say this really though. I got tired of motherfuckers yelling "smoking" all the goddamn time, That was like the catchphrase of the 90s.
That was true. That was true.
Yeah.
So we're going to go into music because that's right. I forgot. Dan Marino and Tone Loc were in Ace, but that's right, yo. Yeah, that's right. Because Tone Loc was the cop.
Yeah, he was one of the cops. Yeah, he was the cop. Yeah. Courtney Cox was in it too.
Who? Courtney Cox?
Courtney
she
Cox
was
from Friends. Yep.
Yeah.
Damn.
I was the love interest, right? I mean, like the girl. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she was like a reporter or something. I can't remember. Yeah.
It was dumb.
Working in the office. I can't remember. But yeah.
Wow, yeah. So we're going to go into music of 1994, and really, in 1994 is music and music videos, and I'm only going to highlight one, and then we're going to go into a lot of memorable songs of 1994, and it's just a lot. So you guys help us out, and I see some of y'all already putting them up in here already. So we're going to do one particular one that was a big thing in 1994, and I'm sure if you don't know it, you probably saw the video. This video, Lisa Loeb played on MTV to death in 1994. It actually was a big hit for her, actually, in 1994. The song is called Stay, I Miss You. I remember this song. Look, I don't hate Lisa Loeb, but, look, it played, and I can't be mad at it. But it really was a huge, huge song in 1994. So shout out to Lisa Loeb for that. But this is what 1994 really did. It brought this. So as you can see, a huge array of hits in 1994, but the top hit, or one of the top hits, either was number one or number two, was All for One, I Swear. It was number one 11 weeks on the Billboard Hot 100. 11 weeks. And, of course, Ace of Base, I Saw the Sign. Salt and Pepper had a really good year because in this year they had Waterman and Shoop in the same year in 1994.
Yeah, Julio. Dumb videos, boy. I was a young boy. Yo. Somebody hide the lotion.
I just straight up, yo. They was looking good, yo. No doubt. They was looking good.
I was like, oh shit. Well, you probably I go back and watch some videos now. I'm like, what the hell? Because I mean, not for them not looking sexy or whatever. It's just like nowadays, like it's a whole nother level. Like back then it was a little. A little bathing suit here, something here, like some little shorts. Now it's just like ass out everywhere.
Oh, it's all beef out now, yo. It's no. Of course, Coolio came out with a fantastic voice. That's his first single. But it was a big hit in 1994. And look, one of my favorite songs in 1994, Regulate from Warren G and Nate Dogg, man. Huge song. And you can't knock, look, Boyz II Men had a huge hit. I think they were number 2 of the year with I'll Make Love to You. So there you go. These are just an array of songs that came out in 1994, but I know the fellas and the people out there have more in store. So let's get into it. Peanut, what you got?
Look, I'm gonna stick to this. Because Ali, we already talked about this off camera before. But All for One, yo, I would say this. If you could make a wedding song, you live forever. Like this song gets played at weddings today. You know what I'm saying? But what I was kind of taken back when I saw them for the first time, because they didn't look like a group. They was just grabbing people from different places and putting them together. But they were talented brothers, you know what I'm saying? The song was good. Ace of Base, I Saw the Sign. I love that song. It was like one of the catchy 90 songs. Coolio, Fantastic Voyage. I mean, I like the song because it's Lakeside sample.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Warren G, Regulate. Mike McDonald, keep forgetting. And Nate Dogg's. I didn't really like Warren G's verses on it, but I love Nate Dogg.
Nate Dogg.
I think Nate Dogg makes the song for real.
He does.
And I've never been a Boyz II Men fan. I like probably 3 Boyz II Men songs in the whole world.
You don't like
Boyz II Men? I mean,
I never liked it. I like 3 songs by them. They were my favorite group.
Yeah.
Whoa, I'm
I know
shocked
they got
at that,
hits,
Venus.
but I've never been a Boys and Men fan. They had Jodeci.
Wow.
I'd rather listen
I
to
mean,
Jodeci.
I mean, yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, they ain't gonna say they like the top of the list, but nah. I'm just surprised you said you're not a fan.
I
But I'm
mean,
with you on
damn.
like All for One. I swear, it's like a real good song, man. It's a classic, man.
Mhm.
Honestly, I hate to say it, but we just gotta say it, yo. If they just look, the brothers look corny, yo. All of them look corny.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If they had a little bit more swag to them, I don't know, is that what the young kids say? They had a little bit of riz to them or something. They were just missing something, man. Like you could just look at because you look at it like you said, you're just like you surprised when you see it, like like this is not like they just ain't had that it look, yo, and without that, you can't do it. But they can sing, yo, and I swear it's a good song. So shout out to them, man. And then I saw the sign, yo, that shit was bumping all shit for a while. I saw the sign.
Yeah.
Into your eyes and saw the sign.
It was #1 for 6 weeks on the Billboard Hot 100.
Yeah, I used to like that song. I can't lie. Shit, I like that song more than that Coolio shit. That's called from a hip hop dude, yo. I ain't never getting Coolio, man. It was just something about Coolio. Coolio just seemed like a motherfucking I don't know. And he may not have been, RIP to him, but he was just like to me, I just looked at it almost like a novelty act, yo. He kind of fell into like the same category as me, it was like Vanilla Ice in him, you know what I mean? It was just like
I got more Flavor Flav vibes from him, like a West Coast, because he used to be a hype man. And then
he did. I didn't know that.
So but he got his
there's both on crack, so that ties them together for sure.
Yeah. But I did like
I shouldn't have said that, man. He is God damn. I should stop
he got his vices, yo. But I actually like Gangsta's Paradise over Fantastic Voyage.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the hook of Gangsta's Paradise, honestly. But Gangsta's Paradise is got ruined for me by that damn movie. Yeah, and the video was like her.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
That shit, I was like, yo, if you don't get your fucking ass off my TV.
Michelle Pfeiffer in the video the whole time is sitting in a chair like money on my mind on my money, or some shit he say.
Yeah, I was like, yo, she just ruined that whole song for me, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh man, some people in there. Oh, go ahead. Are y'all done with that? Because I was gonna, hit up a couple folks.
Yeah, can we go through the chat and then we can talk some hip hop for a second.
Yeah,
after that.
Go
ahead.
I had no idea you guys are back and forth from Aaliyah came out. So this is early Aaliyah. This is her beginning. So
shout out Aaliyah.
Yeah, shout out to Aaliyah, yo. I mean, that's
back in that.
I gotta give Karen some love, yo.
Oh, can we talk?
Oh my god.
You got a reaction on the channel. That's like one of my favorite songs. We collectively
yes.
Yeah, that's one of the greatest songs ever, yo. For sure.
Straight up, yo. Straight up love Tevin Campbell. That is definitely one of the best songs ever. I mean, when it gets to that hook, you can't help but start belting. I mean, for real. Even if you can't even sing it, you're going to sing it because you just can't help it. It's so good.
That's definitely good.
I know y'all don't really. I don't know if y'all really love this song. I love this song from the Beastie Boys. I completely didn't know that Sabotage came out in 1994. Love that song. I don't know if I know y'all like early Beastie Boys.
Yeah, we got a reaction to that.
Yeah.
And if you go back and look at it, people was questioning our hip hop, yo. They was like, "Are y'all true hip hop heads?" Yes, we are. And we like the video, didn't like the song as much. And when we think like the Beastie Boys, like I said, we always said like License to Ill, one of the best albums ever made in hip hop. And they just started to change their demographic when it came to Sabotage and Interstellar and all that stuff. Intergalactic, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't my cup of tea anymore. You know what I'm saying? But it was dope. I love the video. I love the callback to Starsky and Hutch in the 70s cop shit. So.
Now we're not gonna get canceled on this one, but somebody did bring up a good one though.
Zozo. No, see, I already knew you was gonna say that, yo.
Look, I love the song. I thought it was a good song. Man. But look, I am going to acknowledge it's a great song. I'm not acknowledging who he is. I'm acknowledging it's a great song.
It's that kind of selective outrage. Some people can separate the artist from the music for some people, and some people can't, yo. But R. Kelly, Bubble Grind was a big song, yo. Yeah, it's funny though,
you guys
because
said you going to roll. Go ahead. Yeah, go
no,
ahead.
it's funny because I was looking at Zozo Bob, like he put the Cranberries Linger. I just found out about that song like a couple. We coming with a reaction to that.
Yeah,
so,
you guys we're coming with a reaction on that. Like, so you guys are going to just wait. You'll see it on the channel soon. Yeah.
And I was because we love like what was the song we did by the Cranberries?
Zombie.
Zombies.
Yes,
we love it.
yes.
Hopefully
That was great.
Yeah, that one was real good. I hope this next one has a little bit more happiness to it. Because once I found out what all the songs about, I was like, god damn, man. You know what I mean? It's a fucked up situation. But no, it's a great song, though. You know what I mean?
Great song. Yeah, definitely.
Out of tragedy, from the ashes of tragedy, rises the phoenix of hope and excellence. Let's go. I don't know.
You guys said y'all want to dip in hip hop a little bit, and you can't knock it, yo. Hip hop is really look. It's been the 90s is what we probably could consider some of the best decade of hip hop. So we're just skimming the surface on a lot of artists, but you got to admit this is probably the beginning of one really, a great song.
Yeah,
Brat Funktified. That was
Funktified was a hit
record. Yeah,
Brat need more props in the hip hop, yo. I mean, I know she's still relevant to today because she was on TV, she's on the radio down in Atlanta. Yeah, but she was a real lyricist. She made some good songs.
She did.
Like, used to bump the Brat back in the day, yo.
Yeah,
she had a song with Big, Funktified.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Valerie on that. That was a good pull, Valerie.
The only thing that hurts the Brat nowadays, the reason she ain't really respected, yo, because she's still dressed like a 14-year-old, yo. She like 50, yo. Why the fuck you dress like a 14?
Still wearing plaits and shit.
If anybody sees the Brat now, you already know I ain't lying. Yo, like, yo,
straight up.
She never
you tell the truth.
Yeah. But shout out to the Brat.
She dressed like a fifth grader.
Yeah, she definitely dressed like a fifth grader, y'all. But
it's funny though, because when she came out with that, she was dressed up like a dude. She was like a tomboy type shit. Then later on in her career, she was dressed up like a woman. She was showing off her body and all that stuff.
Sure, did that like a video. One video too.
In the video, like with Tyrese.
Yeah,
but even on like red carpets and stuff, she was more feminine. And then now she's just like.
But let's get off there. I mean, even though the Brat is great, she isn't great as these other people we're about to talk about right now. As far as hip hop, said 94 is a great year. Honestly, it's probably two of the best. I mean, you can say two of the top 5. At least they in the top 10 albums ever. First, my man Nas with his debut, Illmatic, yo. I mean, Illmatic is fighting for number 1 on the hip hop list. You know what I mean? So Illmatic, no skippable songs. I remember like. This one, me and Phenom was hanging out because you got the tape. Yo, we listened to that fucking tape over and over and over. Yo, that Illmatic was beyond fire. And another debut album that's fighting for them top tiers is Ready to Die by Notorious Big, R.I.P. Like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy when you look at that. Damn, Corey, let's push it up. No, I'm just
my bad. I mean, you said it, so I brought it up. I had the picture.
Yeah. But yeah, Ready to Die for sure. Like Big. I remember when that came out. I had to lie.
That album is fire.
Puffy, yo, excuse my French, yo. Puffy had the fluffers out for that. As far as he had cats on edge, ready to go for that. Because that was when the mixtape era it was in. So it was a bunch of songs. Like he was putting out a bunch of joints on the mixtapes. Like you know what I mean with Big. Once that album dropped, the streets was on fire. So shout out to Big as well, man.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question, Corey.
Damn, and one other. Oh, I'm sorry. We go because it's the one other top 10.
Oh, no, wait. What's
go ahead.
And we'll playlist Cadillac Funky Music. Outkast. They debut album. To me, is probably top 10. I know they got some other albums afterwards that people like a lot better. When I say like better, well, I mean they all. Yes. Though, I mean and I can't really argue with anybody who says something like Aquemini or what have you. But that's
my favorite.
I'm the type of dude that's just sometimes like the first is what it is, and the first That shit was fire.
Yeah.
But my bad. Go ahead, you know.
No, so I got two questions. So I think, well, I got a statement and a question. I think we can say these are the best debut albums of all time. We could put them in like ranking it like hip hop history, but do y'all think who had a better hip hop first album than Nas and Big? Yo, I mean, I know people would say Snoop, but Snoop has some skippable
I would say
songs on his album. If you go back and listen to the Doggy Style,
But Doggy Style,
it's got some skippable songs.
It's got some, it's
Ooh,
got some. Damn, you're right. That's close because I don't know. I'm sitting here thinking of some really good ones, like Big Punisher, Capital Punishment, but
I don't know. Can you count the Chronic? Can you count the 50? Yeah, 50 is
the Chronic.
Yeah, the Chronic. Can you count the Chronic? This was his first single.
50's first album is a bang. Yeah, I give that. 50's first album is a banger.
Yeah,
it's a lot of.
So I'm asking you a question. This I want to know because like me and Ollie know Illmatic from front to back, side to side. Corey, did you listen to Illmatic?
I did not. I did not listen to Illmatic until I got to college with you guys, and y'all kept talking about it all the damn time. I knew who Nas was, but there was a couple of reasons why I didn't listen to Illmatic because I didn't have cable, so I didn't have access to Rap City and all that other stuff to even know who really Nas was. I knew of the songs, but I really didn't hear the songs unless the Buddha Brothers played that shit at night because they didn't play Nas during the day that often. Nas was getting played at night on the Buddha Brothers, with DJ Law and Big B. So that's when I was hearing it. But
Nas, you gotta understand with Illmatic, and this is I don't think nobody's ever done this in hip hop history. Nas had every hip hop producer ever, like that was the hottest hip hop producers everybody produced on his
album. That I didn't know.
Premier, Pete Rock, Q-Tip.
Yeah.
Everybody Premier on there.
Yeah. That's a New York State of Mind. Like, and then
wow.
He did a couple songs up there. I think he did Represent. No, did he do Represent?
I don't know. I know Marley Marl did Halftime.
But yeah, Halftime. But see, that's once Halftime came out, I was like, boom. But yeah, Nas. I mean, he killed the joint. What was the joint with MC Search and them? That's what it was. It was like,
Live at the Barbecue.
Live at the Barbecue.
Oh, yeah, Live at the Barbecue.
I went to jail for snuffing Jesus. Like that's why everybody wanted to work for him. Yeah. But you can go ahead because I was on.
No, I mean like because I got my step out, step back in because somebody put in here. I'm gonna find a comment.
Because I was looking for a comment. And it was like one of the best songs. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. South the Valley on that one because that is definitely one of the best songs. This is a great song, yo.
This is probably one of the best songs, like metaphorically speaking, because Common took. No, I take that back. Personification. I'm gonna use my English word. Giving human aura to a thing, yo. Personification.
Yeah.
Used to love her. Was so good. He just talks about how hip hop went from the East Coast to the West Coast to the down south to everywhere.
Yeah,
it was so good. That was when Common was in his bag too, because he came out with this and what's the shit? Sold by the Pound.
Sold by the Pound. Yeah.
I
used to love it. That sparked the beef with him and Ice Cube because he was like he didn't like it when she went to the West.
Yeah,
that's definitely a great song. And I was going to say, I was looking for this comment. I don't know who said it, yo. I saw it a couple of times, but, one of the greatest songs ever invented. I said invented. Can you invent a song you ever created, yo? And it was from some dudes that hip-hop really wasn't, like, pumping out there, yo. But all you heard was, the Thugger Drug is down.
Oh, yeah. Bone Thugs.
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yes.
They were on a whole different level, yo. For real.
I ain't gonna lie, yo. Thugger Drug is Bone. They used to play that shit, yo. I used to get hyped, man.
Yeah. Thugger Drug is Bone was the shit, though, yo. It is.
Oh, it was. They created a whole pocket of hip hop, yo. Nobody was doing that.
Yeah, it was like that thuggish melody singing. Yeah.
They had that fast shit with the harmonies, yo. So shout out to them, yo. They got some classics too, yo.
First of the month.
Yeah. First of the month. Yeah. Crossroads.
Yeah.
For the Love of Money.
Course, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Crossroads probably definitely the biggest hit. Yeah.
They got one of my favorite Biggie verses.
Oh yeah, on Notorious Thugs.
Yeah, Notorious.
Notorious Thugs.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're
phenomenal
dangerous.
Biggie
To
voice.
me, get back with us.
Yeah, yeah.
Notorious.
Now I didn't know about this, but we got a comment that said Cream came out in 1994 from Wu-Tang. Is that for real? If it did,
Cream, no, I think
if
it came
it
out
did,
in
yo.
Yeah, the album came out. They might have released it.
They might have released a single in 1994. Yo, that was my shit, yo.
Yeah. No.
Cream,
I mean,
Cream
is one of the best songs like by Wu-Tang.
I love that song from Wu-Tang. Yeah, absolutely. We also got Zozo Bob saying UNITY.
1994. It was released in 1994 as a single, but it was on Wu-Tang.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, Cream was to really the single that put Wu-Tang like out in the forefront, even though they had came out with Protect Your Neck, and it really was a big hit. Cream to me was the hit that put Wu-Tang like, okay, these niggas is they here to stay. You know, I'm sorry for saying niggas, y'all. I was already on Wu-Tang from Protect Your Neck. I was
it was good. They were good. It was solidified pretty much.
Yeah. So check this out. Karen says I also watched Nas do. Yeah, I watched Nas do Illmatic Live on TV with the New York Philharmonic, and it was amazing. Oh,
he's coming to my area to do that.
Wow.
Hey, it's 30-year anniversary. 1994.
Oh, really?
Yeah, damn. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Nas still putting out hits, yo. So shout out to King's what's it called?
King's Disease.
King's Disease 1, 2, and 3.
Wow.
Yeah. And then off the rap joint, just for a second, because one of my favorite videos. Oh shit. I'm on there because I'll be on the one and the other. Yo, Angel Charms, Creep, TLC.
Yes.
So I creep.
Man.
Yeah. And then that was the pajamas. Let's do
Yes.
Had to know. So I creep.
Yo, they look so good in that video, man.
Yeah,
they went from like
the song.
The style that changed up in that video. They was wearing the long silky lingerie looking. I was like, yo, let me find out Crazy Sexy Cool. It's looking real good right now. But yeah, TLC Creep was a banger.
Yeah, I mean TLC, they're one of my favorite groups all time. I think they were innovative. I mean, I think when they came out, like I think in 92 or 82 Proud to Beg, and then when they was going, this song was like more of a grown woman type shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because that Ancient and all that other joint was, I mean, it was cool, but it was just left eye running around with condoms all on her clothes and shit. Nobody
right.
Shit.
Yeah.
They did this, like you said, they definitely grew up. R.I.P. to Left Eye, of course. And actually, somebody, I can't go back because it was a long time. Somebody mentioned, I don't know if it's true. They said this was the year she burned down Andre Rison's house.
That's what they said. I don't know if that was. That's crazy, but damn.
It sounded about right.
Yeah, because it happened at the time where they were hitting on all cylinders, and just so happened she burned down.
June 9th, 1994, yo.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That's crazy. Yo, so there were some fire dance songs in 1994. They may not have, really hit the charts, high on the charts, but they definitely were popular dance songs in 1994. And there was really only two of them that I could think of. And this is what I got going, that they said the top dance songs of 1994. The first one is 100% Pure Love by Crystal Waters. I'm sure y'all probably remember that. Pure Love. And Tootsie Roll by 69 Boys.
Oh,
so,
shit.
Yeah, Tootsie Roll.
Tootsie Roll. Tootsie Roll.
Cotton candy, sweet and gold.
Tootsie Roll, yeah.
I would say this, though.
Club, though.
Don't listen to the uncut version.
The uncut version?
I tell you that.
I never heard
they have an explicit version. Don't listen to it.
Shit, they from Miami, so I'm scared. I already know. They from Florida. I'm scared.
Yeah, I would really like to hear that uncut version. What's the Tootsie Roll called in the song?
What do you think it's called? It rhymes with Tootsie Roll.
Yeah, I was about to say they too hard. I just thought.
Okay, I already know. Damn.
Delicate. My delicate ears couldn't take it, yo.
Yeah. You know, the Florida boys be wild, yo. They crazy. And shout out to them. I mean, the Tootsie Roll. I mean, it won't nothing but the butterfly, but they put their little twist on it. They put their twist on it, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's the,
you kind of did a little dip with it, you know.
Yeah,
that's all. You were just doing like a little dip with it. It's still fucking butterfly, but you were just doing this instead.
But the butterfly was slower. This one they was like sped it up a little bit.
Yeah, because it was like Tootsie Roll, get Tootsie Roll to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right, to the front, to the front, to the back, to the back. I mean, it was a good joint.
Yeah,
that's what they were doing. That dip. Baby, come on, let's dip, baby. I mean, look, that's 94, yo. I mean, look, what can we say? What can we say, yo? What can we say? So,
hold on, somebody put this there. I don't know if it's true or not, but fuck it, they had their ear to the streets back then, yo. This is what they say, yo. It's time for the Percolator. Google says 96, but they say I know it was at parties in 94. So shout out to JD2 Zal. Like if he was in the house parties, I believe him, yo. But the Percolator was motherfucking crazy, yo.
Yeah,
Percolator is definitely one of the, and I can almost believe it because I was like, I swear the Percolator was, unless it just blew up real quick. Every party, like we was at, I'm thinking like freshman, whatever. Yeah.
So freshman year.
I mean, I don't know if it was or not, but I'll just say if it did, it blew up quick because that shit was playing almost every party I can remember. Every party I can remember, like every
party. It didn't matter where you were.
Sometimes back then songs travel slow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it probably was out early, especially that because that's not even like a radio song. Like ain't no video, ain't no radio play. Like I mean, you know what I mean? Every now and then, but that's not a radio song at all. That's just a straight party.
It's just a straight party dance track, you know. But you know, there's some songs that are created years ago, and then somehow they just catch fire later. And this could have been one of them songs.
Yeah, because once you heard that, also,
you can't help but start dancing, man.
Yeah, you can't help but dance. So you know, I can't dance at all, yo. That shit used to have me on fire.
Yeah. Yeah,
but it's funny though, y'all crazy, yo, because y'all talk about fire, yo.
As a metal guy, that came out in 94. Holy crap!
Yeah, it came out in 94. Released in 95. It was so
I got 5 on it.
Now I'm going to ask y'all a question. I'm going to ask y'all a question about this song. It's one of the most. It's a very popular song in the hip hop culture. But do y'all know any of the verses? Can anybody tell me any verse off this song? Because for me, after I sing the hook and I'm 5 on it, I don't know.
I have to hear.
Yeah, I gotta hear it.
Y'all don't know that shit.
Y'all can rap along.
Yeah, I can rap along. Like if I hear it, I will know. Like something in weirdos. Like yo, you hit my shit twice and pass it back.
So y'all,
I know like bits and pieces. If I was to hear it though, I could rap along. Yeah. It's been a bit. Okay. I haven't heard. I can't lie. I haven't heard that in so long. I don't know. I mean, it's been
the hook is very popular though. Straight up.
Yeah. Before we get off music, I know we've been on music for a long time, but I do want to give a shout out to this song because this shit has made about 3 renaissances. Oh no, not this one. I'm sorry. This one. Groove Things. Like
great song.
But Zane, I should say not the song, but just Zane and like, hey, Mr. DJ, this and that.
Hey, Mr.
Like,
DJ, great
like,
song.
They don't have so many songs that like they just come back. They done came back for TikTok eras, remix eras.
Yes.
Motherfuckers doing that shit. Remember the shit, motherfucking shit like that one dancer is doing 2 songs like Zane just don't go away, yo. So shout out to holding it down.
No, they make some
extremely talented women. They don't get enough love as they like unsung heroes, man. They got hits. They got hits and they're extremely talented.
You know what label
they were signed with a man from OPP.
Theater. Oh no, I thought he just
Labor Unit.
Oh damn, I didn't know that.
They were signed with Labor Unit.
Or maybe because when all the remixes came out was Atlanta. Because I was thinking Atlanta, but maybe not.
No, it was Flavor Unit, but guess what? One of the best producers ever, I always said, KG from Naughty by Nature, he produced it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, he was, because he was all in the video. Like, yes, yeah, you're right. I'm out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and shout out to Patrick Gonzalez. Say I only know the hook. Ah, cheers. Yeah. Yo, shout out and thank you so much, man, for that super thanks. We greatly appreciate it because I'm telling y'all, it keeps the lights on, it keeps all the stuff that we're doing, and because we always want to continue to bring y'all more and more. So thank you so much, Patrick, for that, man. Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Patrick Gonzalez, man. Appreciate that, yo.
Yeah.
So can I?
But
y'all want to say something else before we move on?
We can move on, yo. But like, I want to take this transition because I think this phrase right here was created. Like, shout out to Jabbar, yo. If you remember Def Comedy Jam, when Bill Bellamy was up there, and that was the first time we ever heard the phrase "booty call."
Booty call, yeah.
They turned it into a movie. They turned it into a saying. Like, that's how you talk.
It's definitely a saying, right?
Dog, it's probably one of the best sayings in Black lexicon, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean,
and that comedy jam spawned a lot of stuff, but that crossover everywhere.
Yeah, crossover everywhere. Like, that was just a saying. Like, guys, girls, everything. That's just a booty call, girl.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I mean, that's it. He said, brothers, if bring that up again, because that was actually the bit. But don't worry about it. It's all good. Fellas, if a brother calls a girl from a hotel at 2 a.m, is that or is that not a booty call? Can you help me? I mean, that was that was the thing, man. I mean, classic, yo, classic. Bill Bellamy definitely put that on the map, yo, for real. He created something that was great. Couldn't run from it, man. You couldn't run from it.
Nah, run to it, yo. That's his claim to fame with that, yo.
Yeah. But one person that tried to run that couldn't get away, that was a big thing in 1994, was the O.J. Simpson Bronco chase, yo. This was like the moon landing of the 90s, yo. I mean, this was the slowest police chase in history. But everybody tuned in when this came out on TV. It was huge, yo. This was before viral was viral like a thing. This was the viral of the thing of the 90s for real. And I was there. I was watching it after school, didn't know what the hell was going on, but I was like, damn, OJ driving 20 miles an hour down the interstate, got 18 cop cars following him. But look, this was big stuff in 1994. So that's why we had to showcase it. Does anybody got anything to say about this?
Because the morning after school, this shit happened during the NBA playoffs.
I'm sorry.
It was the finals. It was the motherfucking finals, like the Knicks.
That's right. I forgot.
Knicks and Rockets.
They motherfucking cut away from the game.
Take over the game.
Oh, yeah. That shit was wild. I got to say, yo, this was the slowest car chase in the history of man. Some motherfuckers doing like 20 miles, 20 or 15.
Real.
Motherfucking interstate. I don't know what OJ, I guess they were just getting their plans together or what have you, because it won't no running involved. My bad. It won't no running. They were just like, yo, what we gonna do? But shout out to what's his man name? AC? I don't know.
Oh, the guy that was in the car with him?
That was his name. Yeah, that was his man, yo. I should say shout out.
You ride or die with him all the way to the end.
Yeah, but he was a ride or die. Like, you know what I mean? If you're looking for a friend, like, I mean, OJ, we all think what we think of him. I mean, you know what I mean? Did he do it?
I mean, you know, I mean, look, I'm going to be, I'm going to keep it real, yo. Did he do it?
I should be laughing because I mean,
R.I.P.
to Nicole.
Yeah, R.I.P. to OJ, the juice, you know. But look, did he do it? Yeah. I'm going to say, looking at the evidence and the things, it's highly probable that OJ did it. And at least for me, at the time, I was more like, nah, he didn't do it. But as time went on, like a lot of black folks in the black community, including myself, we started to think like, yeah, that nigga did it. You know, which is sad.
I had
two people lost their lives. But, huh?
Go ahead. I had no doubts from the get-go. I knew he did that shit. Oh, he did that.
Especially, I mean, yeah, he clearly
he
did
went
that
to the
shit.
Airport, put bloody clothes in the airport trash can. Yeah, he did.
But they found the same blood that was at the crime scene in the Bronco. That's in the shit right now. Yeah. So come on, yo. I mean, that's just too, you know. But they look. I think that's why they were driving 25 miles an hour, because they were trying to come up with a pyramid scheme.
But what it all came down to, which is, I mean, it's fucked up, is just I mean, of course, like race played a big part into it. But the reason the reason race played a part into it though was because at the time there was a lot of dirty shit going on in cop departments.
Right.
You know what I mean? Towards
LAPD.
Towards, you know what I mean, black and brown communities. And I think he did it. But I also think that LA, like with the glove, I think they did fuck around with some evidence. Like I think they tried to frame a guilty person. And they got caught. They got caught like trying to frame a guilty person. But you know, and that's what it was. Yeah. You know what I mean? So whether, I mean, I believe he did it. I shouldn't say, do I believe he should have got off? I believe he did it. Yes, he should know he shouldn't have got off. But based on like what happened, like, I mean, technicalities and shit, when you try to frame a guilty person, like once you fuck with the shit, you done tainted everything, yo. So like, I mean, you got to let him go. Like, you know what I mean?
And but the glove wasn't even necessary. That's the thing.
That's why, it definitely, that's what I'm saying. But you know, I mean,
it was a bad defense team. Or I'm sorry, prosecuting team. Bad prosecuting team. Horrible. Like horrible prosecuting team. They had it in the bag, but they fumbled everything in the police department.
I had to say the police department fumbled it. I ain't gonna say they was horrible. I mean, they had too many. I mean, they did decent. The defense was good. I mean, you had the birth of the Kardashians and your boy. Oh my God, what's his name?
Johnny Cochran.
Yeah, Johnny Cochran. And then once OJ did the MJ
with the glove shit.
When that shit would come down, he was like, he
started acting as soon as that glove was shit. He stood up from the chair, got in front of the jury, started doing this.
Like, glove don't fit. You must have quit. You must have quit. And that's what it was. Like, I just think they tried to frame a guilty person and it backfired.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. And the racism, you know, unfortunately, like you're saying, did play a role in this because the Rodney King just happened right before this. So it was so much. They was already fired up from something like that. So, but that you, if it don't fit, you must have quit. Probably the line of the century coming from that trial. But this was TV, viral TV, because this was on every day for 10 months.
It was for a long time, yo.
Wait till we get to 95, yo. I got a story about that verdict, yo, because we was at school when that happened, yo.
Oh yeah. I remember that, yo, because it's funny because we went to what did they call it? I don't even know, a PWU?
PWU?
Predominantly white, PWI.
PWI.
Okay.
Yeah, predominantly white institutions. Yeah.
So if you ever see those like shits when they show like all the black college students together and then all the other together, and then at the end of the reaction, yo, that shit was wild, yo. I wish y'all would. Yeah, we wait for that 95. It was wild.
Yeah, that'll be 95. That was a big thing in 95 when the verdict finally came. So that'll be on the list for 95. But look, we're going to get off of that as far as events, and let's go to some really popular TV shows that came out in 1995. 3 popular TV shows in particular, and one of them was the number 1 rated. 94. Thank you, Phoenix, for correcting me. 1994, Seinfeld was the top-rated TV show in 1994, starring, of course, Jerry Seinfeld, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Jason Alexander, and I forget the guy's name is Kramer, but I forget that guy. But it was the show about nothing.
Michael Richardson, I think. Well, I forgot.
Michael Richardson. His name.
Richardson.
It was the show about nothing.
That is the moment.
Yeah,
but it was a great show about nothing, and I'm not lying to you guys. I did not get on Seinfeld at this particular time. I didn't get on Seinfeld till it was like near the end of the last season when they had started doing syndications by that time, you know. And I started watching the show, and I was like, "This shit's kind of funny." So then I wound up watching the last season. So that I got on Seinfeld a lot later, but this is a great show. What are you guys' thoughts about Seinfeld?
Well, I jump in real quick, and I'll be quick because honestly, I'm with you, Corey. Seinfeld is funny as fuck, and I'll be honest. I've never. Well, I can't say never. I probably in my life I could probably say I probably watched 5 live episodes of Seinfeld. Like as far as like when it came on, because I didn't get on Seinfeld till we was in school, One of our friends, Tony, actually Tony, friend of the show. He's been on one of these live streams before. Tony used to make his own videotapes,
Really?
mixtapes, and he had Martin versus Seinfeld. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how can Martin stand up to Seinfeld? So on the tapes, he would do a Martin episode, Seinfeld, Martin, Seinfeld, Martin, Seinfeld. So we used to watch. I used to watch some joints at his room. I'm like, yo, this Seinfeld shit funny as fuck. Like, you know what I mean? So I used to just catch it all in syndication. But yeah, Seinfeld is definitely, a classic, yo, all the way around. So you go ahead.
Yeah, I think so. So what's the deal with? I think Ozzy Blake, that's what's his thing. He always used to say, "What's the deal with airplane?" He always talking that high pitched voice like that, you know. So that shit was funny. Go ahead, Venus.
I'm glad somebody said it. I never liked Seinfeld. I mean, I thought it had some funny episodes. But it wasn't in my. It comes on syndication now. And I tried to watch it. I'm like, this.
You didn't like Seinfeld?
Yeah, I can't.
How do you? I mean,
because I was all funny, y'all. Michael Richardson.
They have funny scenarios. It wasn't. I can say it's not funny. It was funny, but it wasn't like hysterically. I wasn't hysterically laughing.
Well, go ahead, Ali. I was going to say it made it funny for me.
I think George Costanza is one of the greatest.
Oh yeah, his characters
ever made. Yes. Like literally, like across the board. Like,
yeah, I agree with that.
He is so fucking funny up there, yo. I remember he had the day where he just said, "I'm just gonna do everything opposite." Like that week, he was on fire, yo. He was like, "Whatever I want to do, I'm just gonna do the opposite." He used to do that, yo. I mean, they had so many classic episodes.
I watched that episode.
Like the contest,
the shrinkage.
Oh yeah, shrinkage. She was like, he's only, cold water. Like,
that's what I liked about the show. That's exactly what I loved about the show, because it was taking everyday things and making it something a bit about regular life shit that we can all relate to. So that's what I liked about the show. Like, even when one of the famous parts about the double dipping of the chip, everybody, that was the whole thing. Like, you can't double dip. That was the genius
of Larry David. Larry David is probably.
What are you doing?
I think that's how he is in real life, yo. To come up with those type of scenarios.
Larry
he's
David,
an retentive type person, and I think Curb obviously shows that. I mean, I love Curb over Seinfeld.
Oh, Curb is one of my favorite shows ever. Yeah, I love
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
RP to that.
Telling me about it. Yes.
RP to that. It just ended. They just finished their series finale. Well, not just, but a couple of months ago. And actually, somebody said Seinfeld is fine. Curb is hilarious, and they said George is based on Larry David. Of course, the real guy in Curb Your Enthusiasm. So shout out to JT. JD too, Zal. I can see that too. But yeah, Curb is hilarious. Yo, shout out to JB Smooth and everybody. Like, everybody on that show is funny, man.
Oops, damn. Sorry, I'm sorry, you guys. The chat's going really fast.
It is.
Yeah, no soup for you.
Like, you can ask that motherfucker a question.
That was funny. No soup for you.
That shit is real.
Yo, come on, yo. This shit it's too funny. I don't know why you didn't like it, Fetus, man.
Even Newman, the mailman. Newman was funny. Shout out to Jurassic Park. Newman was, he's a. Seinfeld's funny. Yeah.
You didn't like it. That's okay. Everybody has been putting a lot of great stuff in the chat, and we'll get to some of those.
And Julia, my bad. I just wanted, because we didn't give her no shine. Julia
Dreyfus. She's great on the show. Absolutely.
Yeah, and she's great on Veep. If you ever watched Veep, Veep, she's a star, and she's motherfucking hilarious. Like, Veep is fucking hilarious. Go ahead.
I watched.
Veep is one of my favorite shows of all time. Comedy shows. It's just
they won quite a few awards.
Yeah, and she apologized too. She was like, "I apologize for making a show that is a blueprint for Trump's presidency." Yo, like, she got on stage and said all that shit, yo. But no, they won a whole bunch of Emmys off of that shit, or daytime Emmy or whatever it is.
Yep.
Golden Globes. But she's a comedic genius, yo. She was funny in Seinfeld. She couldn't dance. That was what I remember from Seinfeld when she tried to dance, yo.
Yeah. It was great. It was great.
We're gonna do Festivus this year. Shout out to Bizarro Jerry. That's all.
Festivus for the rest of the year.
No, hit him up.
Yeah, we don't wrestle. Let's go.
So ER was another popular show that came out in 1994. It was a great show. So this show came out in 1994 and ran for 15 years. I didn't even know it was out that long, but that's just shows it was just really a great show. The star of the show initially was the guy from Revenge of the Nerds, but it slowly started to progress to George Clooney being more the star of the show. But one quick note about ER, which was a great show. It's the second longest running primetime medical drama behind Grey's Anatomy. And ER was on fire in its first 8 years. This show ranked in the top 2 5 years straight. And then in the top 5 for 8 of those years. This show was hitting on all cylinders. It was a great show. It was a great show. Love this show. Everything about it. Got my man from Soul Glow in here, Eric LaSalle. You know, that's the guy right here.
Coming to America.
Yeah. George Clooney. This was. I think George Clooney's like coming out, and a lot of people didn't know who George Clooney was, and this was like the beginning of that. But this was a really good show. Did y'all watch this show? I know I loved it. I watched it a lot.
I didn't watch it. I mean, I knew of it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I can't lie. I ain't watched it. Yeah, I knew of it. Everybody said they loved it. Like at that time, I mean, I know a lot of people watched it. I mean, because I can't say nothing bad about it. Like I don't know anything. I just never watched it, yo.
Yeah, it was a good show. It was a good show.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I heard it was Grey's Anatomy before Grey's Anatomy, yo.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I was going to say. It was a Grey's Anatomy before Grey's Anatomy. Yeah, because Grey's Anatomy is a great show, and this was also a great show. So
yeah. And I did want to say, I mean, you can like the show. I'm gonna hate the show for one reason, even though I never watched it. It's because this is what George Clooney did this shit, and he got all these motherfucking TV actors thinking they were gonna be movie stars. So all the TV actors, once they had their little main role, it was like, yo, I'm about to go do this movie, yo. No, that shit don't work for everybody. Everybody's not George Clooney. You know what I mean? Yeah, everybody can't be up in the air. You know what I mean?
I'm asking y'all a question though. Is George Clooney a good actor?
George Clooney is like Keanu Reeves to me.
Yeah, I like
12, like he.
I'm not trying to be funny or nothing because he's he's obviously famous and all that stuff. But is there any memorable George Clooney movies or moments that?
All the Oceans.
Oceans, but Oceans was everybody.
Ensemble Class.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest.
Up in the Air joint where he was the traveling sales dude or whatever. He's
the fire people.
That's what I mean. Not several. Yeah, he was doing the consulting. He go in there and fire everybody. I was like, fucked up.
I don't know that one. But look, the way I feel like George Clooney is like Keanu Reeves. They act a certain way. George Clooney, to me, honestly, feels like he's acting like George Clooney in real life. So he just translates that well to screen. So it just seems real, and acting needs to feel real. But some people, they get in their pocket, they get in their zone, and that's just how they act. And that's just how George Clooney act. Like Keanu Reeves, this is what you're going to get with Keanu Reeves. You're not going to get much more. Like, and certain actors just have a certain way of acting, like Al Pacino, Robert De Niro. Like certain actors just they hit their pocket, and that's George Clooney. I wouldn't say he's not a good actor. He's just in the pocket. Like, you know what you're going to get.
People put some good movies in here.
That's something. The Monuments Men was real fire. That shit was good, yo. When they had
with him and
Matt Damon. They thought the motherfuckers think they can do the shit to do the goats and shit.
Yeah.
That shit was good.
He was a terrible Batman, though.
I don't fuck with that. I'll give you that. Oh, my bad. Let me scroll back up. I mean, there's a couple of joints. Out of Sight. Well, that's whatever, you know.
He was in Out of Sight?
Michael Clayton. He was good in that. Three Kings. I like Three Kings.
Okay, I see Three Kings.
I said, my bad. I got it mixed up. Even though the Monuments of Men was good, I was thinking of The Men Who Stare at Goats.
The
Men Who Stare at Goats is real good. So I mean, he got some movies.
His Oceans are his biggest movies. I think.
Yeah, and the thing with George Clooney, I mean, it is what it is. Like, you know why George Clooney is a movie star?
Because he's easy on the eyes.
I mean, pause. I mean, and it's not even just his looks. like cool as
Regular,
well.
yeah.
People like
Yeah.
George Clooney. He has the
Yeah.
it factor. I like
Yeah.
George Clooney, yo. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like
Yeah.
people just like George Clooney, yo. You know what I mean? He's cool
Exactly.
as a
Yeah,
motherfucker.
he's not problematic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I was
I'm
trying. I
not
guess I was
talking
trying
about
to get at.
no, but I don't mean like problematic, like off the. I'm talking about on screen. When I see
Yeah.
George Clooney on screen, I fuck
He-
with. I'm like, oh,
he
yo, I like
has-
this dude.
He
Like,
has Riz. He has Riz. There you
yeah,
go.
I don't know why. For some reason, he just gives off good energy. Like I see him on
There
screen,
you
I'm like,
go.
I like this dude, yo.
That's my
just
word,
used the
yo.
words
Oh yeah, I know. Somebody
That's
watch
my
the
word.
videos. Somebody watch
Somebody
the
watch the
videos.
videos.
You know?
That is my word, yo. George Clooney has gravitas. You know, that's my word. So
Yeah.
JD to Zao. I appreciate that, yo. Gravitas. That's my
Yeah,
word,
and
yo.
old brother Where Art Thou was good too. And he was singing in that shit. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
I mean, like I was just wondering because like there was nothing that stood out. I mean, he's been in a lot of movies. I've seen a lot of his movies,
Mhm.
but like I've never heard him say he's like one of the best actors of all time.
mean,
but his
I can
movies are
agree with
good.
that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no,
Sometimes
some of
yo-
these movies too, I haven't seen. I'm gonna see some of these movies that they look.
sometimes you don't have to be a great actor, yo. You just gotta be a movie. You just gotta be a movie
consistent.
star. No, you gotta
Yeah,
be
You
a
know,
movie star.
Yeah.
He's
George
a movie
Clooney-
star.
So we're going to translate. We're going to transition from this to another show. George Clooney went from TV to movies. This person went from. I'm sorry. Yeah, George Clooney went from TV to movies, and also this person went from TV to movies as well. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So the reason why I'm putting out this in 1994, you guys, is not because it came out in 1994. The show actually came out in 1991, and this is the 4th season. But the reason why I'm putting this out is because it's one of the hottest shows on TV at this time. And this is the particular season that they switched things with Aunt Viv. So this is where they got the new Aunt Viv. So we no longer have Aunt Viv anymore. So this is the season they switched it up. We're replaced with Daphne Reed. And this is also the year in 1994 that the show went into syndication. So a lot of pivotal things happened in 1994 for this show. The fact that it went into syndication in 1994 while it was still doing 3 more seasons because it was out for 7 seasons. But this is the year of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Great fucking show. And of course it stars Will Smith, which we know is Will Smith today, huge movie star. I really love this show from beginning to end. I was sad to see it go, but it did run its course, you know. So I really love the show. What you guys thoughts, man? You like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or?
Yeah, of course, yo. It was iconic.
I hated that shit.
But you know, even though they got Daphne Reed, it didn't mess the show up for me. It just moved right on. You know, even though they switched the Aunt Vivs, you know, it didn't miss a beat. Not all.
It's funny though.
Know,
Y'all know who she's married to?
Who?
Tim Reed.
Tim Reed, sister, the father from Sister.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't.
In real life.
I didn't know which.
Mhm.
Light skin out bed.
This one right here.
Yeah.
Daphne Reed, but the light skin on Viv. Yeah.
I mean, it had to run its course because Will was about to get married. They was grown. You know what I'm saying? It's just it wasn't the same. Then Nikki came along, and that was like a wow.
Yeah. Once they do that, once they add the kids, it's always fucked up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Fresh Prince is definitely a fire show. Actually, my oldest, like we've watched all the episodes. He watched it. I didn't watch. I can't even say we because he watched almost all. He binge watched Fresh Prince show. Like,
It's
he
a
loved
great
that
show.
Yeah, so I mean, Fresh Prince is a classic when it came on at the time. Definitely see one of my hip hop heroes. You know, I always say, to me, it's not debate. He's the DJ. I'm the rapper. Is a top 5 hip hop album to me, in my personal top 5.
I agree.
But
I agree.
yeah, so
Parents
when he
just
came out,
understand.
this, I mean, he definitely had the acting chops, which I was surprised. I was like, oh shit, Will is good up here. Like he was good.
Yeah,
It wasn't just like he was just on the show. He was actually good on the show. So that's really what like sent it over the top. So shout out to Will and everybody up there, Uncle Phil, RIP.
Because this show, by him being so good, is what catapulted him to getting the role on Bad Boys. You know, with Martin Lawrence. You know, so
he was a good actor, yo.
He was.
Alfonso Albera was funny in it, but
Carlton.
This
It's not
what's so funny though.
unusual. I know. Shout out to Tom Jones.
Shout out to Lord, let's go.
They think we hate Tom Jones. And now, see, if you saw the reaction before, we love Tom Jones.
We love Tom Jones, but we did a reaction to Tom Jones just recently on the channel because he redid a Prince song, and we didn't like it so much.
Yeah.
But people are hating us. Think we hate Tom Jones.
Tom Jones.
We keep saying us, yo. They're not hating me. I didn't do anything in the video. I hate when people lump us together, yo.
Yes, that's right. They hate Ollie.
Yeah, I mean, all right, they hate me.
They hate
but
me.
I like Tom Jones. It's just unusual. But go ahead. Let's get back to Carlton.
Yeah, Carlton was great on the show, man. They complimented each other so well. I mean, for real. And they're still friends today. You know, I mean, this is a great show. Great show. Whoops, there you go.
Yeah. Well, fun fact too is like Jazz, they wanted Jazz to be on the show more. At one point.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he just didn't want to do it. You know, Will was trying to put him on. Like Will's like, yeah, come on. Yeah, he just didn't want to do it. So
I loved every time Jazz was on there. Every time he got thrown out the house,
thrown out. Like that must have got kicked out.
Yeah, he was just the right amount of show. I don't think he needed a permanent role. I think he's an iconic character because
it was. Yeah, it definitely worked out.
Yeah, they always wrote him in at the right times, and it was just like, okay, this is going to be good. And Jazz was actually good. He can act too, even though he's not giving himself a lot of credit. He was actually good on camera as well. And he had comedic chops that was just like, damn.
Like it was like simple. I ain't just say like greatest acting, but I feel he definitely had a good time. Like
that's what it was. He had the timing.
Right, even though he really had no emotions, like all right. Like, like it was just on time. So shout out to Jazz.
Yeah, shout out to Jazz. So
are you going to transition?
Well, you want to get to
no, because I know we're going to transition off TV shows, but there's one TV show that fused music, drama, hip hop, cop show, New York Undercover, yo.
Oh damn!
New York Undercover was one of the most pivotal shows in the Black community. Not because of Malik Yoba and the other guy, I can't remember his name right now, but the who's who of the music industry always performed on it. You can do a YouTube search of New York Undercover performances. Everybody who was hot wanted to be on that show. The show was a good show. It had good topics. I mean, like
that came out in '94.
Wow,
man, New York Undercover.
I love New York Undercover, but I tell you what I didn't like about it. Malik Yoba's ashy ass lips, yo. I used to hate that, yo. I was like, why? Why is his lips so damn ashy? I mean, granted, they was in New York in the winter cold, but shit, man, come on, put some.
New York Undercover was like appointment TV. I mean, it was so good. Ice-T was a villain on it at one point. Know what I'm saying? It had a lot of people. Sticky Fingers from Onyx, he was on it. The dude that plays Malik Yoba's son is in My Wife and Kids with Damon Wayans. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. And I found out that Malik Yoba's partner, Michael Laurent, was one of the dancers in the Beat It video.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
They keep teasing a reboot. I keep seeing them together like lately. Yeah. So I don't know.
The show was only out 3 years. Just 3 or 4 years, and that was it. But it was strong. It was strong when it was out, though, because I forgot when they added the female cop. I can't remember her name. She's still actually doing stuff to this day, more voiceover acting and stuff like that. God, I can't remember her name.
Oh, she's one of the I call her. She's one of the glue people of Hollywood. She get inserted in different shows. She was in Dexter. She played the captain of Dexter. What's her name, yo? It's going to drop, but you keep talking. I'm gonna look it up.
I know, but I was talking about how and I'm gonna transition here. I was talking about how Michael Lorenzo was in Beat It, but there were some sports people. Then I'm going to the sports highlights of 1994, and the word beat is in both of these iconic sports events that happened in 1994. So the first thing that happened in 1994, definitely the Nancy Kerrigan and Tanya Harding drama.
Yo, there's some beats involved in that.
Yeah, there was the beatings involved in that. I mean, this is when you keep your friends close and your enemies even closer. I mean, in this whole situation, this is, I think, at a practice of some sort, and Nancy Kerrigan walks off the ice, and after the practice, all of a sudden, this guy comes in and whacks her in the knee with a pipe, and all of a sudden, you get this. Yeah. Why? I mean, this went like so. This was huge in 1994, and this is one thing. Every time I look at this photo, this is one of the doctors. She looked like she don't know what the fuck is going on. She's like, I don't know what's happening, but maybe I'm supposed to wrap this up. She looks so confused right now, and she's supposed to be a doctor helping her with her knee. But anyway, This was funny as shit, but it was good television. It was one of the biggest highlights of sports events in 1994.
Why do you call it funny as shit? Or good television. This fucked up her Olympic dreams.
Well, she did still go to the Olympics, and she won a silver medal, I think.
Yeah, but that's the thing, yo. You send somebody to do a job, and they don't do the job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
Another thing that had. Oh, go ahead.
No, I said, did you see I saw the documentary. I saw the TV series
movie,
about it.
It
was,
I saw the movie.
Tanya,
the movie was great.
Margot Robbie.
Tanya.
Yeah, it was a great, gritty movie.
It really was.
Tanya Harding didn't get in trouble.
No, she didn't.
Yeah,
no,
not
like
for real.
all these people
the boyfriend got in trouble.
Yeah, the dudes got in trouble.
Yeah, what was his name? Jeff Gillooly or what is his name?
I think they tried to insulate her though. Like they ain't really rat on her for real. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they made it sound like she didn't know what was
an Olympic hopeful.
Yeah.
They made it sound like Jeff just decided to do it at some random moment because all I gotta say is, I don't know. Tanya Harding must have. She got that guy wrapped around the finger, yo. Honestly, why would he want to do that?
Look at the dude and look at Tanya Harding. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Though she was, she wasn't ugly, and the dude looked like a Gump.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like fell apart.
I mean, she a Olympic skater, and I mean, like you said, she wasn't ugly. She in shape. She nice or whatever. But it's funny though when you watch the joint, like just kind of say her upbringing. But I mean, I hate to say it, like they definitely had that clash, and they and the media played into it too, as far as like Nancy Kerrigan, the princess, this and that. Tanya Harding's like the trailer part, whatever. You know what I mean?
Much more rough around the edges, and they try to play that dichotomy.
Yeah, they played that.
One set, they did.
They played that for sure.
Yeah. I definitely saw the I, Tanya movie. Tug Dixon. It was really good. It was really good. Really enjoyed that movie.
Yeah.
I'm Team Tanya. Okay.
No,
I see you want to take a whack at the knee there, Karen. I see that. Okay. Team Tanya. That okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, you muted, yo. But I
my bad. I was saying, don't get on Karen's bad side, yo. Like, god damn.
Karen gonna pull this out on people. You're gonna be screaming, why, Karen? Why?
Yo, man. I swear
to hurt somebody.
Look, some people's like YouTube handles, yo. Tug Dixon, yo. Iconic name, yo. There you go, yo. When Corey said it, I was like, oh, okay, I get it. Good job,
So this is funny because his last name is Dixon. One of the funniest shit, yo. I worked at a call center one time. I was working at APAT, and this lady's name was I don't remember her first name. We'll just somebody give me a woman's name real quick.
Bertha.
I don't know.
Bertha, and her last name was abbreviate. When you had a hyphen, I guess she got married. The first word was Dixon, and the last name was Cox, C-O-X. So her name was Dixon Cox.
Oh, no.
Miss Dixon Cox.
No, man. Come on, yo.
I just kept saying it over and over because
come on, yo.
I was like, yes, Miss Dixon. Because I would never say it. I was like, yes, Miss Dixon Cox. Anything else you need, Miss Dixon Cox? The motherfucking fifth grader came out of me so bad. Like I can't even write a joke that good, yo. Her name was Dixon hyphen Cox. I
And
was
her
like,
husband, they'd be like, "Yo, you gotta pick one."
I was like, yo, Dixon Cox. Anything else you need? Yes, Mrs. Dixon Cox. Thank you for calling. And if you ever have a problem with Mrs. Dixon Cox, definitely give us a call back. I said her name about 100 times when they call.
We gotta pick one. Yo. That's a hell of a name, yo.
I didn't know this. Jabbar Robbins, man.
See, I was
in '94. You were gonna hide it? What?
Yeah, because we about to talk about wrestling for an hour.
No, we're not. We're just gonna highlight it. The Hulk Hogan signs with the WCW in 1994. That's a big deal. Because he was with WWF all those years for I think like 13 years. He signs with WCW in 1994, which was a big thing because this is what eventually started the Monday Night Wars, which we will get into in '95. You know, because this is when it gets big. This is '95 and '96. I mean, this is crazy. Yeah, but yeah, what are you saying, brother? You know, that Hulk Hogan, eat your vitamins, say your prayers. You know,
he was different back then. Now, once to NWO,
once you went to NWO, he was Hollywood Hogan.
Hollywood Hogan. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, he was different back then. But another person who Hulk Hogan held the title, but another person that had a big sporting situation in 1994 was George Foreman. George Foreman's comeback in 1994 wins the title in Las Vegas, Nevada against Michael Moore and became at 45 the oldest fighter ever to win a championship. And, his road to the championship wasn't easy. A lot of people didn't think he was going to do it. He actually fought Evander Holyfield, did a really good job, lasted 12 rounds. I didn't believe it. I honestly didn't believe it happened, but he really did knock his ass out. And I'll be honest, the biggest comeback for George Foreman in 1994 is not the title. It's the George Foreman grill. This was the shit, yo. The George Foreman grill was the biggest comeback of George Foreman's career. Everybody had this in the kitchen. Even I had a George Foreman grill. This thing sold millions. And shout out to George Foreman because I was cooking meals real quick with the George Foreman grill.
Oh, but man, it was help you be healthy, yo. Man.
George
Foreman, you didn't realize back in the day you can cook a steak, all the drippings in it, cook chicken. All that stuff, but
I was like, that shit really won't that healthy like that though. It was still the same.
I mean, if you see because it's tilted, you see all the juices fall like a hamburger.
Yeah, I guess
leaner. But to this day, but it's a piece of trash though. Like the equipment, that shit was flimsy. That shit didn't hold up at all, yo.
Yeah, you definitely ran through a couple of them, but they were convenient. That's why I will say nothing beat the convenience of a. Because you can just throw some shit up there, put that little top down
on it, and put the top down, and plug it up and go.
And go. So shout out to him.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, I'm sure y'all probably know, at least Corey. They offer, who they offered the George Foreman grill to first, right? Or maybe you don't know, Corey.
I don't know. No, I don't.
Hulk Hogan.
Come on, are you serious?
He didn't take it because he chose to do some shit about pasta or some shit.
Wow.
So they offered it to Hulk Hogan first. He didn't take it, and then they went to George Foreman. Yes, Hulk Hogan was the first choice. He turned it down because he said he was doing some pasta shit, and George Foreman took it and blew up, yo.
Damn. I bet he's kicking himself in the ass
Hulkamania meatball. This nigga's stupid. Hulkamania meatball maker.
Oh, that's what I said. Pasta. Yeah, there we go. It was the meatball. I knew it was something involving like some pasta and some shit. Yeah, he turned it down, and George Foreman took it, and motherfucking got paid. It's crazy, yo. George Foreman, like
made $200 million off the Foreman grill.
Yeah, they bought him out in 1999 for $138 million. So that's 23 years ago. So that's like that just lets you know how many of them motherfuckers they were selling though. Like,
they sold a lot of them. This was a huge hit for George, bigger than these hits he put on Michael Moore.
A meatball maker, though. Like if somebody says Corey, we like you to put your name on a meatball maker.
That's whack.
It has one thing it makes:
meatballs.
That's it.
Yeah, I would have said.
Or you have this other device you can cook. You can cook vegetables on it, meats, seafood, all that stuff.
Yep. You can make your own personal panini sandwiches on it, just kind of flatten it out and
Oh yeah, that's
look.
what like all that
Kind
you
of
can make
sandwich?
anything.
yeah.
Kind of sandwich.
George Foreman grill was the best thing.
He said panani. No,
Yeah, he did say
Panani.
panini.
Panini.
I just let it slide because I'm always a nasty one up here, but I just don't let.
I did say panani, yo. Yo, everybody want a panani sandwich? It's just real tasty. Yeah, it's late, so you guess you know where my mind's at.
But yeah, shit, we still got it. We got a George Foreman grill here. My oldest, we let him do shit on that. Like that's what he cook. Like he do his like well, he'll make a grilled cheese in the pan, but a lot of times he'll just throw some shit on the Foreman, yo.
Yeah,
he the only one to use, but that's just convenient though. Bow, bow, bow.
Yeah, it's pretty safe. But somebody in the comments said that shit caught on fire, yo.
Oh damn. Oh no!
Oh, God, I'm in trouble now. Punani.
The punani sandwich. You watch out for that punani sandwich, and I hope it's not hot.
Hot tuna.
Oh my God!
The chat is lit right now. The chat is lit right now, yo. Yeah. Stay away from that. Yeah. I'm good on that. I'm good on that one. Yeah. Yeah. Small my finger. Small my finger. Yeah, we all get us thrown off this motherfucking YouTube. So I'm done. Man.
I'm good.
Man, that was good. That was good. I'm not gonna lay that down. So we might have to make a short out of that, put that up somewhere so we can make it go viral. We might have to do that. So we're going to transition to one of the things that I always do at the end of the show, because we're going to end the show real quick. The hotties of 1994. So the hotties of 1994, we're going to go to this list. Here we go. Jennifer Love Hewitt, Cameron Diaz, because she was playing in The Mask in 1994. Hillary Banks, I think her name is Karen Parsons. I can't remember her. Yeah, Karen Parsons, and TLC, the hotties in 1994. There you go. I'm not mad at this list. I definitely think this is a good list. But one thing I will say though, honorable mention, got to give it up. Man, look, I'm sorry. I gotta give it up to Jamie Lee Curtis, man. She almost made the list, yo, for real, because she's doing her thing here in True Lies. So shout out to Jamie Lee Curtis. And because of that, we go to the Mr. and Ms. of 1994, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jamie Lee Curtis from True Lies. There you go. Fellas, man, what are your thoughts on all this? The hotties of 1999 and so forth.
I forgot about Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yeah, I was to go back to the other slide.
What was she in? I know the name. I can't remember nothing she was in.
I think she was in Party of Five. I think she was in Party of Five and something else at that time. Yeah.
I just know what's she.
When I think about it, I ain't
Scream or How You Do. Last summer.
What Scream?
What I said, just what was she in? Movies, one show.
I'm not sure what movie she was in, but she was big at that time. Ozzy says Kim Basinger is ranked number 1 on Google as a hot person 1995. I forgot about Kim Basinger. Okay. I can't. No. I mean, I
can definitely see that.
Yeah, I can see that. What else were you guys about to say? Something else? I didn't think you about it.
No, so Jennifer Love Hewitt was, and I Know What You Did last summer.
That's what it was. I know what you did last summer.
That's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. Yeah.
I'm trying to see.
Yeah, and Tug Listen, I appreciate. Yeah, I Know What You Did last summer. Yeah, there you go.
I love that movie.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, no, I can't. I mean, I can't knock this list. I mean, Cameron Diaz, she looks way different now. Like Hollywood, slice up their faces and stuff. And Karen Parsons, yo, she last thing she was in that I remember was Major Payne, and that's a
Yeah, Major Payne was a funny movie. Yeah, I like Major Payne. It's a good movie, yo.
Yeah,
especially 95. I got a story behind
that.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's a good list, Joe. 94 was. Yeah. I told you, like I said before, we talked about it wasn't too much going on. But somebody said in the chat, Arsenio Hall show ended in '94. The Arsenio Hall
Yeah.
show.
Well, before we get too far into that, hold on.
Right.
We'll come back just to get on this hiatus real quick. Oops, because once we get on Arsenio Hall, we don't be on there for a second. You already know. Winona Ryder, because that was her in Pulp Fiction, right?
No, that was Uma Thurman.
Uma Thurman, I'm all Winona Ryder. Now she did the crazy locked up in the insane asylum joint, right? Girl Interrupted. Was I heard that? God damn. You know I'm bad with these shits. And I depend on you guys for this show.
You're not talking about
she was a Girl Interrupted.
Okay. Yeah. I like Winona Ryder, yeah.
And then Corey Mitchell from Dust to Dawn, Selma Hayek has the classic thing.
Man, yes. Selma Hayek, yes.
She ain't dead, but my soul, part of me died when I watched that scene because I was like,
yeah, Selma Hayek, yo, yes. Now, trust me, there's a lot of people that can make this list. Yeah, man, yes, Selma Hayek, yes.
And I don't even know if these people had movies out back then. Well, I'm sure they had movies and songs, but Demi Moore, Cindy Crawford, Whitney Houston, let's go.
Yeah,
but shout out to Selma Hayek. God, again.
Yeah, shout out. And shout out to Chicago Cubs said, Corey, I'm glad you did not put a cartoon as a
talked about
yes.
Yeah, we had to fight it. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Shearer was on the list. I said, yo, Corey, no.
Yeah, not this time. Shit, I was gonna put Gem and the Holograms out. I'm just kidding, yo. But go ahead, just talk about Arsenio Hall.
Yeah, Arsenio Hall. Yeah, my bad. Go ahead.
I remember the last episode of Arsenio Hall was like a big hip hop tribute. Everybody who's who hip hop. If you Google it, you'll see everybody came and spit a verse for him.
Yeah,
I think Arsenio Hall. I mean, shit, man, he was a pioneer.
It was huge. That was what I watched in the 90s. Yes, I watched Arsenio Hall. That's what I watched. I didn't watch Johnny Carson
the next day because it came on like 11:30 at night.
Yeah, I was mad tired. Yeah. And sometimes I would have to record it on the VCR and just watch it later because I couldn't. It was just really late. But Arsenio Hall was a show. It would have had like a good 4 or 5 window of time or something like that.
It was on for 4 seasons. So it started in '89. The last episode was in May 27th, '94. Wow. But he definitely had a joy. I used to stay up, watch that shit live. I mean, he had the dog pound. Everything. He had that motherfucking finger.
That long ass finger, yo. Remember that Biggie used to do like things that make you say,
Yeah, things that make you say, Yeah. So no, Arsenio, he definitely, and it was good to see him get out on his own. Because for the longest, even though he was a comedian, I really wasn't familiar with this stand-up. Later on, I found out that, like he was grinding it out and this and that. But everybody knew who was Arsenio Hall. It's like, that's Eddie Murphy's friend. Basically it's like Eddie Murphy's friend. You know what I mean? Yep. So for him to to get out on his own and do his thing, shout out to him. And and somebody he did date Paula Abdul, yo.
He did.
2 steps forward, 2 steps back.
He did date Paul Abdul. I have no idea how that happened, but
he was hot.
He was hot.
Number one. He was hot at the time.
Yeah, I was saying.
Yeah.
He was Robert Carson.
Yeah, because he actually put Carson out. That was he rivaled Carson for so long. That's what made Carson out.
That's what I'm saying. He had his moment. Like it wasn't like the first year, but I think like the second or third year, it was like a boom where he was like fighting against all the major networks.
Yeah. And he hosted the MTV shows all those years, the music awards. Arsenio, he was on fire, man. It's sad to know there was such a short window of time and why the show didn't last. I'm curious of why it didn't last, and I don't know if he just didn't translate with the times. I mean, because it was so good. What made the show fizzle out so fast? Because it was like a firecracker. It went up and it was gone in 4 years. It was kind of crazy.
But it's funny though, it spawned 2 mockeries of it. In Living Color, they used to make fun of Keenan Ivory Wayans.
Yeah, Keenan Ivory Wayans.
It had the big butt and the one thing.
You had the big butt.
Yes.
Yeah, that shit was funny, yo.
Yes.
And then Marnell Hill stole Arsenio Hall's stick, yo.
Yeah, shout out to Barnett Hill.
Barnell Hill,
Yeah.
classic.
Shout out to
No, he's
Martin, yeah.
He was great, man. They said his ratings declined. I need to see what ratings, how much they declined though, because
But no, they did, like, hip hop fans are fickle, yo. Like it was a blast. But his show, I just say it changed, but it did kind of change. I think towards the end he went a little bit more mainstream because he was getting so big. Because that's why the reason everybody remembers the last show so much, because it was straight like hip hop and this and that. Like you brought it, it was a point where he was going a little bit more mainstream, a little less edgy. Because he got so big, I understand. You know what I mean? Because like
you got to appeal it to a bigger audience.
Once you get to a bigger joint, it's like But at the same time, that means he just fell into the same category as everybody else.
Yeah, so he wasn't differentiating himself from Jay Leno or anybody else at night.
And that's what happens.
That's a good point. I never thought about that, Ali, but that's a really good point. That's what made him stand out because he was different. Yeah, good point. Didn't think about that. Well, this was a great show, guys. 1994. You guys in the chat. I think the other night is me saying Punani.
If I want to do what shout out to MK. He says better than Magic Johnson show. I don't know, man. Magic Johnson. Magic,
no.
He's like, pass the ball to him, pass the ball to MJ. Oop, there it is. Like they gave Magic Johnson
was so.
Look, I already know I can't talk. This nigga Magic talk worse than me. I'm like, this motherfucker can't put together a coherent sentence.
Yeah,
and if he does,
we know that. Yeah, let's let right there is man. Magic is Magic is. That's magic, though. But let me tell you, man. Look. Let me tell you. Look. Magic can't put two words together.
I'm like, he gave this motherfucker he gave him a whole motherfucking talk show.
It was all for one season only.
Yeah, that's what it shouldn't have made. Shouldn't have made.
I mean, but they thought Magic had the charm, the smile, but you got to read cue cards when you host the show, and that's not Magic. He's supposed to pass the ball and do that kind of stuff. So but
it's funny, Magic, man. I'm reading. So Howard Stern was on there, and Howard Stern used to mock Magic Johnson's diction, the way he talks. Yeah. But it's funny because I read it says Stern was booked to appear on a show with guest Karen McDougal, yo. She's in the news with the Trump shit, yo. It's crazy, yo. But they try everything to save this show for him. Magic, but
it's just not his forte, man.
He's more behind the scenes person, yo. I mean, he's
he is
a billionaire.
And Magic is great when he's not the main.
They had a Sheila E. band. I forgot they had Sheila E.
Oh damn, yeah! Shout out to Sheila E. Yo.
Sheila E. What? Sheila E. What?
He was the band.
I forgot that too, yo.
Yeah,
y'all saying something? I'm lost.
Sheila E. ran the band. You know how the band.
She was the band. Yes, like
honestly, I didn't remember that at all. Yeah,
I don't remember that. I gotta go back and look at that. Yeah.
Sheila E. was a baddie. Shout out to Pittsburgh Tide. Yeah, she said it best because I saw. I was like, "Yep, she was a baddie." Yeah, she had the rush.
Yeah.
Rush.
That's actually a good song, yo.
Yeah, that was Paula Abdul, yo. Paula had a couple of good songs.
He had a couple of joints,
We got a reaction to Straight Up.
Oh yeah, we do got a reaction to Straight Up. Straight Up is fire. Yo.
One of my favorite videos from Paula Abdul is Cold Hearted. I think that's what it is. Cold Hearted Slave.
Snake.
I look into his eye. The video is kind of very similar to Flash Dance, where they dancing in front of like 4 people and they don't really like it until later on in the video. They start like, oh, this choreography is actually pretty good. Cold Hearted Slave, I think that's the name of the song. That's pretty good. Pretty good video. Cold Hearted Snake. Oh. See, I'm messing up. I'm Punani, Panini. Look, there we go. I can't get right. That's going to be my new name. Can't get right.
You passing that shit everywhere, yo.
Can't get right. Well, man, this was great, man.
94 was good, yo. Like, I can't sleep on it. It was really good, man.
Yeah, 94 was good, man. Good year. Thank you guys so much in the chat. I'm going to kind of scroll through here.
I was gonna say,
if
the
it's
people
Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh. 86. Oh Sheila. Now you're talking about the song for Ready for the World called Oh Sheila or Sheila E. Either way,
no matter.
Sheila E's. Yeah, don't Sheila E's bad. She's bad. Go ahead, Ali. What you say?
No, I was on play us old school joint going out. This is a little before 92, 93-ish. 93, I think, y'all. For the people
Chicago
out there,
Cubs, thank you so much. You are right. Spider-Man, the animated series, did come out in 1994. One of my favorite series. I watched every. I rock with that series.
He said, "Ready for the world." God damn.
No,
I definitely watched this. Yeah, I used to watch it. It was really good.
Let's just read this down because honestly, just because the show's been over like 30 folks in the chat and everything this whole way, shout out to everybody. Thank you. Before we head out here, yo, I'm just gonna play us a good song. So you can stay and watch, enjoy yourselves. Let's have some fun. Y'all ready, man?
Ready.
What
Y'all
are
ready?
you about to play?
Oh shit! Hold on, let me take this show. I need the full screen. Let's go.
All right, so this is for y'all viewing pleasure.
Can y'all hear it? Can you hear it?
Nah.
No.
Oh shit! Hold up, real quick. Let me stop it just for a second.
So we're gonna just to let you guys know. These are vintage. Look, I'll just let y'all watch, man. This is back in the day.
Oh, my bad. I forgot to hit the one joint. Y'all. Oh, my bad. Here we go. Y'all ready?
Ready.
Let's go.
Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? Hey, yo, Bono's this and Bono's that. But Bono no
Spencer.
You know, you did all the batteries included and no strings attached. No hope. Good time for move faking. Got to get to you so I
Look
can
at
bring
you, Ollie, over there over at the right.
Yeah. There I go. Oh, when I was young boy.
Yeah.
But here's the real scoop.
Well, look at you.
Yeah,
what
me.
the hell you doing?
I don't know what I'm doing right there.
Where I come from. I've had it up to here. My days of paying dues are over. Acknowledge me is in there. Yeah. Head for the border. Go get a taco. I direct it from the jump street. Meaning from the get-go. Sit back, relax, and let yourself go. Don't sweat what you heard.
Everybody's just jumping on this joint.
Got the vibe. It's the tribe.
Got the mic.
Everybody was in that joint. Mike swinging bows.
Yeah, always hear about it.
Some may I say, call me Charlie. The word is the herb, and I'm deep like Bob
When
Marley.
is the remix come out on this show?
What year?
92.
Boom, with a brother named Tip, and we're ready to flip. East Coast stomping, ripping and romping. New York, North Kakalaka, and Compton. Check it out. The loops for the troops, more bounds to the outs, and
Wow, this is crazy, yo.
It's down for the flex. Next is the text.
Yo, we like kids for real, yo.
I know. We're like 19 in this, right? Maybe.
Yeah.
19, 18.
Maybe 20 years.
Yeah.
Scores for the stores that smother dance floors. Now I hope for mine. Shades of seashore. Ship shape plus great eights to play safe. Plates make plates fake for the weight of the Ella.
Awesome.
We just the leader.
That's the song you
in
did
the
this.
space means see you later, alligator. Pop blow.
Yo, Andre knew all those words.
Yeah, he did. He went around every verse.
That's the only person.
Yeah, he the only one that do words.
Yeah.
Okay, go up, Peter.
Yeah, Venus.
Oh my God, that's baby face, yo.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yo. He's like, young kids, my bad.
Tell them what I heard. You rushed and brushed and attacked.
Tony, friend of the show.
Then you two had to smack, causing rambunctious throughout the sphere. The levels of
That's
the
me in the
pole.
middle in the
Yeah.
brown shirt. Why am I wearing
Yeah,
that brown ass shirt?
There you go. Look at you. You set it up.
So here's bust the rhymes with the scenario. Watch as I combine all the juice from the mind. Heal up, wheel up, bring it back, come the rhyme.
Oh my gosh, bro.
My library. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
That Corey about to fall over. Oh,
know,
I'm back.
I'm about to
I'm back.
fall.
I'm back. No, I'm back.
As I come back.
Got rough in there, yo.
Yeah.
Like a dungeon dragon. Take your little jaws with your pants are sagging. Try to slip to this, I won't put you in a turban. And have it smelling right like the most stale urine. Chocolatey choco, the chocolate chicken, the rear cock diesel, the cheeks they were kicking.
I know. Pause that.
Oh my gosh, yo.
There you go.
Oh my god, yo.
So what's the scenario? Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario?
Oh my gosh, yo. I've seen that shit. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, so we got some questions, man. We got some questions. So Tug Dixon says, so you guys had a group, did you record this and do shows? So we did dab in it in college. We did kind of dabble in like recording records and stuff like that. It was really just for fun. For fun. It wasn't anything serious. We tried to get serious for a second, but we were playing too much and we were having too much fun.
We had way too much fun. Dude.
Way too much fun to be serious, man. And the funny thing about it, the true story, one of our guys, man, shout out to Dre. He had told us in college, he was like, yo, my boy Pharrell, like the Pharrell.
Yeah.
He was like, y'all need to look up with Pharrell because he's in Virginia Beach and he's looking for groups and he's working with the Clips and all that. And we were having too much fun to even do it. And
we weren't serious.
Who knows what would have happened if we were serious enough to actually take him up on the offer. So you just never know. But nah, we were a group of friends that just
we had some songs. Maybe I got those songs too, so we might put it.
We might probably put those on Patreon or something.
Yeah, we might have to throw a couple of songs.
We might throw a couple songs.
Now songs were like somebody called us the 2 Live Crew Wu-Tang. So our songs are a little bit edgy.
Yeah, they're a little edgy. You know, but look, we're horny. Hormones, young college guys. What do you expect? You know?
Yeah, we was young and dumb.
Yeah, we were young and dumb for real.
Shout out to Corey. Like I said, well, we mentioned this before. Me and Corey, we had a show on the local on the school radio. Yeah. We used to wake up at Saturday mornings, go to the motherfucking studio, play songs, and wild out, yo. So we always had a love for music. At least,
we did
hip hop, but yeah.
We got another question.
All the debates we had, we used to be up 2:00 in the morning arguing about rap.
That's a good question because that's exactly what it looked like.
It was like it was called a Web Center. It was like a student union.
Yeah, a student union.
Yeah,
they came in there. We just took over that day. Though. We did like
so real. It was a video. We didn't do it at a mall, but it was like our student union on campus, and this company came in called Funflix and set up this huge area that you could perform a video in the middle of the student union, and they had a list of songs you could do, and we really took over the whole day.
Yeah, and honestly, the songs we did, we were like, yo, can we give y'all our own tapes? Because they didn't have these songs.
They didn't have songs.
We gave them our own tapes.
Yeah, we did.
And we did our own songs, yo. Yeah, Angel, yeah. Maybe we should have found time with Pharrell, but we were looking for
Unani.
We're looking for them sandwiches.
Yeah, we were there. You go. We were looking for them late night sandwiches.
Man, y'all took me
Oh,
back to
man.
that.
Yeah,
We just look
it was
so
good.
young. We look so young.
Yeah, it was good
What a
times
yeah.
back
time,
then,
though,
yeah.
yo. Like
Yeah,
I just remember that day.
I
Like we
remember it
was
like it was
in that
yesterday.
joint. Mhm. Like,
Yeah.
it was during the middle of the day, so we supposed to be in class, and we wasn't.
Oh, I missed all classes that day. Like once
Yeah.
well, I'll say any class that was after about 11, that was a wrap.
It was a wrap. Yeah, we was in there all day.
Dog,
Oh man, that was good.
There's one video we gotta get to later. We'll say it off air, but Ali, you gotta cue it up. I'm pretty sure you know which one with the nurse, yo.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, we got to.
Oh,
yeah, I got
dude.
yeah, I got
Oh,
I got
yeah,
that.
okay.
I got that
You got
one.
that one too.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh
Y'all
man,
gotta tune in for that one.
Yeah.
yeah. So we got another one with some nurse, with a nurse, a real nurse. Like,
Yeah.
so yeah,
She
this
worked
is
in
a
the
good
health
one.
center.
Up in the video.
Yeah.
He
That was
jumped in the
probably one of the
video.
funniest things I haven't seen in my life, yo.
Yeah,
Any
that was a
other
good one.
questions?
I'm trying to think. I don't see any other questions.
But yeah.
Oh,
But yeah,
this was
it was
good.
good
This was
times.
good. This was good.
Always
Yeah,
a
this was good
flashback. Every
times.
now and then I got to throw flashback. I got some old school videos, so I always like to throw flashback up there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And shout out to
Fun
everybody
time.
that stayed tuned in for this and watched
Yeah.
it. We'll always throw this up. Tug Disson, Ozzy Blake, Valerie, MCAP, Angel, the Dog Catcher, Pittsburgh, Toddy 86, Tug Dixon, of course, Cosmic, Vagabond, Pixie. I mean, so Chicago Cubs as always. I'm trying to go through as many as I can, and I know there's probably more in here.
Yeah, Karen, Zozo.
Karen, yes. Angel, thank you so much, Wheezy.
Yeah.
So there's so many of you guys, and you guys
Misty,
are regulars
everybody.
that come on here. Love you guys coming on here and checking us out, vibing with us. It is so much fun doing this, and greatly appreciate it. And I don't know what else to say, man, but just thank you guys so much, man. This has just been fantastic and fun. And I think we'll just end it right there, man. And we'll be back.
1985 next week.
Yeah, we'll be back with 1985, and I know that's going to be a good year. 1985 next week. Tune in next Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace.
Hey, take care.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, yo.